had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Commanders. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? From the 6. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Chandler on second down. And some room to run now. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Looked like they picked a heck of a time to run the counter.
We've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started playing. Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way and you hit back the opposite side, it's a great chance it can turn into the type of play we just saw there, a big gainer.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On the counter, Gibson. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Washington.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Pollard again. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll give maybe a yard to the 33.
It's not the man that just made that stop, isn't it? But it's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Trying to run forward with Pollard. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
They'll run forward with Pollard, and he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff to Chandler. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was Washington winning on the road, so they're looking to finish off the sweep here at FedEx Field. Now Chandler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Micah Parsons in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Sly able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Prescott off play action. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure down home on that last play and force him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Prescott to throw on 4th. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. They run it with Chandler. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Chandler. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing here, Howell. That's out to the flat for Gibson. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The trick play works. He's got the first. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Chandler is in. Touchdown, Commanders. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back? Well, one thing is he's got him in, complete. And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line. But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 20-yard line. It's 18-yard line. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Going to run again here with Pollard. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Pollard going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A couple extra tight ends are in. 3rd and goal from the 1. On the ground with a tight end. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great play there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. An extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, are you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Flushed, and he's going to go down again. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. Finding Tolbert here over the middle. His 2nd catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with the Commanders on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. This taken in at the goal line.
The Cowboys make over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a give here to Pollard. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Off the play fake, Prescott. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Play action now. Prescott rolling to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Prescott to throw it. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here you really like it.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd down now, it's Chandler. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll keep it on the ground. Chandler, and he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Sly able to put this one through. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. There he goes left side. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Cowboys. Marr now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
The slot man in motion right. On 2nd down, it's Chandler. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 1st down, Chandler. And he's got room. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Washington. Ty Chandler, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season.
And the Commanders use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run left with Pollard.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Finding room at midfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Run for Pollard. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Pollard. And he stopped immediately there. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Throwing, Prescott. Steps away to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. The kick by Maher is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Slot man moves right.
Here's Chandler on 2nd down.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, it's Chandler. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. 2-minute drills for tough on the pressure from these elements. Makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down. Again, the backfield and incomplete.
But that incompletion reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot